Hey guys, today we are checking out a lens from Samyang. It is their new 12mm f2.0 lens, and this time it comes with autofocus. This is an amazing lens for the Sony APS-C mirrorless cameras. So let's check it out. Firstly, I'd like to just highlight that the Samyang lens comes with a protective bag. I really like that. Not many lenses at this price range offers any carry bag at all. So 12mm is a very wide field of view. Just to put that into perspective, I'm currently recording on the Sony a6400 with the Sigma 16mm lens, a very popular combination here on YouTube. And this is the Samyang 12mm lens. I've seen the footage and damn, it is wide. Probably a little too wide for my YouTube studio, but this lens would definitely come in handy for certain situations such as reviewing larger items and vlogging, which is exactly what I'm gonna do with this lens once my Sony ZV-E10, I think, the new one, Sony ZV-E10 comes out. It's also a great lens for astrophotography, landscapes, and a ton of other situations. Sure, the aperture is not as big as the Sigma, but at f2.0, it is still giving a lot of light and a good amount of background blur. Just for comparison's sake, here's what it'll look like when I set both the aperture at f2.0. Now let's take a closer look at the new Samyang 12mm f2.0. It's no surprise that this lens has a plastic bill. It keeps the cost low and it actually makes this lens very light, weighing in at only 213 grams. This is perfect to use even on those smaller gimbals. With that being said, the build quality is excellent, and I must say the matte black finish on this lens makes it look so good. The focus ring has a nice texture on it and it's so smooth. At the back, you can see the metal lens mount and the camera connections for the autofocus. There's also a protective glass layer that's supposed to prevent dust, light rain, and snow from penetrating. Perfect for you outdoor shooters. The new lens also features weather sealing with a very thin rubber sealing around the back. On the website, it's mentioned that there are 2 weather sealing points, but I can't see the other one. Maybe it's somewhere behind the focus ring. Now let's get into the most anticipated feature, autofocus. I'm not pressing the shutter or tapping the screen to focus on any parts. This is all on the lens. It looks like it's keeping up quite well. I do notice that it takes 1 to 2 seconds before the focus really locks in, and if I tap to select the area I want to focus, it's relatively fast to lock into it. I don't feel like the lens is struggling to catch focus. Another thing I like to mention about the autofocus is that it is dead silent. This lens is using the Samyang linear stepping motor, which enables more quiet and precise control. Before we get into photos, I like to just say that I'm in no way a professional photographer. I'm just a guy that hits record and posts to YouTube. So, photos, I'm very happy with the sharpness. Here's a sample image at f2.0. If we zoom into the middle, we can see that the text is sharp. However, on the far edges, it does get a little blurry or soft. Things do get better if we raise the aperture, most notably at f4. However, I'm still very happy with the performance at f2.0 for casual shots. Now let me share with you some pictures that I took with the new Samyang lens at various settings. Enjoy! In terms of the image color, I must say that it looks pretty neutral. There's no overpowering colors and it looks great even before the edits. I do tend to leave the lens at maximum aperture because I'm a sucker for that bokeh or background blur. For a simple user like me that takes the occasional photos, I absolutely love this lens. I think that this is a fantastic addition to your camera setup. At 12mm with a large aperture of f2.0, there aren't that many options for the Sony APS-C mirrorless cameras. Plus, it only costs about 1,700 ringgit or $399. I got this lens from Futuromic Photo AV, so if you are interested in getting this for your setup, I'll include all the purchase links in the description box below. I do apologize if I missed out on anything. This is the first time I'm reviewing a lens. But thank you so much for watching anyway, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!